September almost done. What a bloodbath it has been in the stock market. Lots of stocks heavily discounted at 52-week lows. In this video we're going to go through my September dividend payments. My name is Alex and this is Dividend Income. My current portfolio stands at $46,791.56. It's an increase of just over 4.75% from August portfolio total. Everything is red across the board at the moment. My portfolio was valued at $48,000 last week, so we can see how much it's dropped off. I had 16 expected dividend payments this month, plus a special dividend. As usual, I will go through the quarterly ones first, followed by my regular monthly payers. First up, 3M, ticker symbol MMM. The dividend payment was for $15 from a total of 10 shares, paying a dividend of $1.50 each. The payment was made on the 15th of September. Next dividend payment is the 12th of December and X cutoff is the 22nd of November. The yield is currently 6.35%. It's at a 52-week high of $133.91 and 52-week low of $92.38, which it just recently hit. With the state of the market, it is no surprise it is down. There was recent news of an agreed settlement with their lawsuit, but this is far from over, as we can see here. There is still a lot to be resolved. Analysts have a 12-month price target of $116.08, which is 22.99% upside. It has an underperform rating of 2 and general consensus of hold. News articles and blogger sentiment are bullish on the stock, which could be a driver with more buys this week. That and the strong yield, of course. Next up is Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC. Dividend payment was for $8.40 from a total of 35 shares, paying a dividend of 24 cents each. The dividend was paid on the 29th of September. Next dividend payment is 29th of December and ex-dividend cutoff is the 30th of November. The yield is currently 3.52%. It has a 52-week high of 38.60 and low of 26.32. Analysts have a 12-month price target of 34.88, which is 27.6% upside. Is a neutral score of 7. Bullish sentiment and solid fundamentals. Interestingly, there's been a lot of inside shares sold, although hedge funds is increased. Next up is Charles Schwab ETF, ticker symbol SCHD. Dividend payment was for $5.23 from a total of 8 shares, paying a dividend of just over 65 cents each. The payment was made on the 25th of September. The next dividend payment is the 11th of December and X cutoff the 6th. It's had a 52-week high of $79.49 and low of $65.96. I can no longer buy a SCHD through my platform due to regulation. A very long hold for now then. Next up is Enbridge, ticker symbol ENB. The payment was for $9.24 from a total of 14 shares, paying a dividend of 66 cents each. The payment was made on the 1st of September. Next dividend payment is 1st of December and the X cutoff is the 14th of November. The yield is currently 7.79%. It's had a 52-week high of $42.12 with a recent low of $32.90. Analysts have a moderate buy and have a 12-month price target of $40.96, which is 20.75% upside. There's an outperform rating of 8 with bullish sentiment and strong fundamentals with return on equity and asset growth. I'm looking to see how the acquisition works out before contemplating buying more. Next up is Intel, ticker symbol INTC. The payment was for $5 from 40 shares, paying just over 12 cents each. The dividend payment was paid on the 1st of September. Next dividend payment is the 1st of December and X cutoff the 6th of November. The yield is currently 1.47%. It's had a 52-week high of $40.42 and low of $24.59. Analysts have a realistic 12-month price target of $36.13, which is 6.08% upside. There's an outperform rating of 9. Bearish news but bullish blogger sentiment. Insider transaction shows that the shares are being bought. Overall consensus is hold. Compared to how Intel was viewed a few months ago, the company seems to be getting back on track. Next up is Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. Payment was for $19.04 from 16 shares, paying a dividend of $1.19 each. This was paid on the 7th of September. The next is the 12th of December and the X cutoff is the 27th of November. The yield is currently 2.98%. It's at a 52-week high of $181.04 and low of $150.11. I chose to stick with Johnson & Johnson over Kenvue. I've been buying the dips. This is the dividend king I'm sticking with. Analysts have a 12-month price target of $178.64, which is 12.2% upside. It's a neutral score of 7, return on equity of 17.23% for the trailing 12 months, and 7.86% asset growth. So strong fundamentals there. Next up is Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. The payment was for $2.72 from a total of 4 shares paying a dividend of 68 cents each. This was paid on the 14th of September. The next payment is the 14th of December and the ex-cut-off the 15th of November. They have just announced a dividend increase, so the next payment will be 75 cents a share. The yield is currently 0.96%. It's had a 52-week high of $366.78 and a low of $213.42, so it's seen huge growth in recent months. I've been waiting for the price to drop again to buy more. Well below $300 would be nice. Analysts have a 12-month price target of $397.19, which is 27.14% upside, with high price targets of $440, so breaking the $400 barrier there. It has an outperform rating of 9, strong technical and fundamentals, obviously very bullish with a strong buy. No surprise with insider sales taking profits. Microsoft will be a powerhouse for many years. Next up is PepsiCo, ticker symbol PEP. The dividend payment was for just over $1.26 from a grand total of 1 share. This was paid on the 29th of September. Next payment is the 8th of January and the ex-cut-off the 30th of November. The yield is currently 2.94%. It's at a high of $196.88 with a low of $160.98. Analysts have a 12-month price target of $204.31, which is 18.66% upside. It has a maximum rating of 10, nearly a clean sweep. The stock price is finally getting close to my buy price, so I may finally be able to add to it. Next up is Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. Payment was for $11.07 from a total of 27 shares, paying 41 cents each. This was paid on the 5th of September. The next payment is the 4th of December and the ex-cut-off is the 9th of November. The yield is currently 5%. It's had a 52-week high of $54.93 and low of $32.41. And let's have a 12-month price target of $45.33, which is 38.33% upside. It's a neutral rating of 7, bullish sentiment and great fundamentals. I personally think this is fairly valued. I've added to it in recent months and will continue to do so. Next up is TROW price, ticker symbol TROW. The dividend payment was for $8.54 from a total of 7 shares paying $1.22 each. This was paid on the 28th of September. Next payment is 28th of December and ex-cut-off the 14th of December. The yield is currently 4.67%. It's had a 52-week high of $134.64 and low of $93.53. And let's have a 12-month price target of $104.20, which is where it is now. I think this target needs to be updated. It has a neutral score of 5, a lot of insider sales, strong technical and fundamentals though. As Warren Buffett once said, it is wise for investors to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy only when others are fearful. I may add to this again soon. Next up is Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, ticker symbol VUSA. The dividend payment was for $14.45 from a total of 54 shares, paying just over 26 cents each. This was paid on the 27th of September. Next payment is the 27th of December and the ex-cut-off is the 14th of December. I've been building on this every month. I'll talk about why I buy it here if you want to know more. Next up is Vanguard FTSE All World High Dividend Yield ETF, ticker symbol VHYL. The payment was for $7.47 from a total of 15 shares, paying a dividend of just over 49 cents each. This was paid on the 27th of September. Next payment is the 27th of December and the ex-cut-off the 14th of December. I also talk about why I bought it here as well. Next, I will fly through my monthly payers. JP Morgan Equity Premium ETF, ticker symbol JEPI. The payment was for $15.55 from a total of 46 shares. Next up, Main Street Capital Corporation, ticker symbol MAIN. The payment was for $17.25 from a total of 75 shares. Plus a special bonus on top with a special dividend of $20.63 from a total of 75 shares as well. Next up, Realty Income, ticker symbol O. Payment was for $19.67 from a total of 77 shares. And finally, STAG Industrial, ticker symbol STAG, 86 cents from 7 shares. This takes the total for the month to $181.39, my biggest ever monthly payment, and the total for the year so far is $1,158.25, more than double last year's already. Next month sees payments from Altia Group, Cisco and Coca-Cola. Looking forward to those coming in. As always, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.